on this plot of land where once only whites were allowed.
We played here, sun up, sun down.
Baseball, kickball, double dutch.
A mixed, multi-generational community now comes together.
It's worth it for my son. It's worth it for this community.
CJ Brandmeier is one of the newest neighbors of Talbot Terrace Southeast, who's taken on a decades-old fight.
This has really been a relay race over 20 years.
The Anacostia Homeowners and Residents Association says the district government sold their historic land to a developer they claim cut corners and broke the law to buy the property. You see, neighbors say this land is their racial reparations. According to this 1942 covenant, the original landowner tried to ban blacks from building on the property. The residents sued, and in 1977, the Homeowners Association became the landowners.
And the taxation went from around $1,000 to $2,000 to over $200,000 a year, overnight.
An amount the community just couldn't pay. The property was put up at a discount tax sale by the city government. We asked the D.C. Office of Tax Revenue why those taxes increased so dramatically. We were told, quote, the property's classification changed throughout the years, and that comes with higher taxes.
This kind of stuff happens all the time, so it's not unique, okay? What is unique is the fact that the neighbors caught it.
But they still couldn't pay those back taxes. So in March 2016, Rupsha 2011 LLC bought the land for $29,000. The owner of that LLC is Mohammed Sikder. City records show Sikder's own property was up for sale that same day because he owed back taxes,
which violates one of the two principal rules of participating in tax sales.
We tried contacting Sikder several times over the last 2 months, but never heard back. In 2019, Sikder pled guilty in federal court to violating toxic lead laws and served 2 months in jail with 2 years supervised release. In 2021, he and his 8 companies were sued by the D.C. Attorney General for lead in over 25 properties. Sikder hasn't purchased any properties at tax sales since his legal troubles, but he is still allowed to build.
Build whatever they want to build.
According to these architectural designs, the developer plans to build 18 two-story units on the playground space and the acres that make up the wooded area.
You can't put 18 units right here.
Neighbors say it's not hard to imagine what could go wrong if a developer builds here. In fact, all they have to do is look straight down the street. Here to River East at Grandview, a dozen families were evacuated after they found massive cracks in walls and floors. It was later discovered the foundation was shifting drastically.
I have cracks that are large enough that our hands can fit in them.
The homeowners lost everything and were forced out. The playground over on Talbot Terrace sits on that same hill. Neighbors say it's land that is rapidly eroding.
What are you going to do to stop it?
The Department of Buildings says they'll follow up with their own inspections during the construction. And do you feel confident that that will happen considering what happened here over at Grandview?
No.
In the city's push to achieve that development and that densification, they're missing the key thing here, which is that this is not your typical vacant lot.
Save our park! So now neighbors are holding rallies and working with a lawyer to stop the development and save their playground.
And now we're leaving it to the legal system to say, hey, a wrong has been done, and now I'm going to correct it. The correction should be give it back to the neighborhood.
In Anacostia, Delia Gonsalves, WUSA 9.